Computer, start the video.
Starting video in 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, welcome back to another video. We are planning on making a clone trooper helmet from Star Wars. Actually, this one is going to be from the Clone Wars, but that still counts. I don't know which helmet yet, but it should be pretty cool either way, and I hope you enjoy. We are here, and the print is the next day. We're on, you can't really see, but 99%, literally about to be finished. You might even, there we go, it's done. We'll now wait for it to cool down and then I'll take it off, otherwise I might ruin it. So I'll see you once it's on my noggin. Awesome. A brand new day. I have just got out of the shower and woken up. But we have a beautiful back piece of our helmet. Pretty sweet. That took a day and about 8 hours, I think. So now we have this piece, the dome, and we have just started on the final piece, which is the biggest one, which is going to be 2 days and a bit hours. Yeah, that's a long time, but worth it, I reckon. We're on 10% so far, so it's a good start. Here I'm using some automotive filler that you can just use to fill in any holes or obvious print lines that have come from dodgy supports and things like that. You can literally just wipe it on and then sand it off later so it's smooth, and then we start working on the magnets, which will allow the helmet to come apart so you can put it on properly. You use 4 catches on each corner of this piece and the opposite piece on the back, and that will allow you to take them apart and slot your head in and then put it back. All you have to do is heat up some scrap PLA to make little mounting areas for your magnets and just hot glue the magnets on. Make sure the magnets are the correct way round. Oh yeah, look at this bad boy. And with the power of magnets, we have 2 beautifully, they're masked up at the moment because I'm about to prime it, but they're so strong, just slotting like that, that's not going anywhere. This is purely because my head doesn't fit through the neck hole, so you have to find the angle, and there we go. Right, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's time to go prime. Okay, we have this beautiful stuff called spray putty that is going to go on here and then all over this piece as well, just separating them so they don't get stuck together once they're dried. But I'll do a couple of coats on this and it should smooth out the print. One more coat, I reckon, and we'll be ready to paint, which I'll start tomorrow after school. Okay, we have a pretty nice, pretty smooth helmet. It needs some more sanding and just overall smoothing out, but it should be able to take a nice coat of paint without the layers showing up too much. Also, just fresh off the printer, we have the bits for the rangefinder that goes in there, and it goes, hang on, picking things up and back, it'll go on there, bonk, but I'll need to saw off those little indents so it can fit on smoothly. So yeah, I'm just going to Dremel that off and start working on the rangefinder. Hello, it is time. A bit windy, a bit cold, but it's time for some sanding. Oh yeah. Hi, I'm pretty bloody dusty. Here we are. We are now moving on to actual paint. This is just some matte white car paint, really. Just really easy, just light layers as you go. It took me about 3 coats to get a nice solid finish, and just spraying them individually so they don't get stuck together. Look at that! Nice and beautiful and white and smooth, so my sanding was actually good this time. Now we're going to start off on taping up the pattern. We're going for a 104th Battalion Wolfpack officer. Yeah. Basically, it'll look pretty sweet. We are all taped up. I didn't show any of it just because it was about 2 hours of me taping. Because there's quite a lot of, there you go, that's what the design's going to look like, of sort of sharp edges and measuring and stuff like that to get it all symmetrical. We're going with some Plasticoat grey, sort of a bluish grey, because that's what the Wolfpack colour sort of is. And we've also got our rangefinder bits that are all going to be in that grey as well. So that'll be the next thing, and then it's pretty much done. Okay, the paint is now dry, which means it's tape removal time. So this is the satisfying part, and then we're basically done. Just need some weathering and the visor put in. Awesome. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look sweet. Oh, all the lines nice and symmetrical. Whew. I'm happy with that. Right, next step is for some weathering to make it look like it's actually been through some battles. When it comes to weathering, you really can just choose how damaged or worn you want the helmet to look. I quite like making them look like they've been through some battles and war, but you can literally leave it as it was, freshly untaped, as if it has literally just been made in a factory. But it depends what you're going for. If you're going for something more dirty and grimy, you want to add black washes like this, which is simply just black paint and water, and you just rub it on and then rub it straight off, just to get the sort of effect that it's been damaged and worn. And then this is me putting the visor in, just literally using hot glue, cut the visor. This is a spare welding visor. It's just, you can get them on Amazon, and you just cut the right shape and then hot glue it in, and it should hold it pretty nicely, and then you've got your visor in perfectly, just like that. Wicked. Okay. I took a break, went out in the sun because we finally got some nice weather, but I'm back and I quickly added some little touches, such as this. It's literally just a bit of the visor. It makes it look like a screen that just isn't on, which is nice. And I painted up the teeth just because they needed painting, and a couple of other bits. And then I put some upholstery foam inside the helmet so it actually fits. And it is now all done. It's complete. So I'll show you. Computer, power up the studio. Oh yeah. Now that is one pretty sweet helmet. Easy as that. There it is. Look at that, beautifully weathered, looks a bit battle hardened. Teeth painted, a couple of vents painted down here. Working range finder. Well, doesn't find range, but flips up and down, that's all you need. Tell me that isn't cool. The back as well, it's all beautiful. And here's the inside, just it's not pretty, but nice bits of foam. So actually, what we've done, there we go, sizes to my head. I hope you've enjoyed the process of this. If you want more helmets or have a specific helmet you want or something else that you want me to make, leave it in the comments. I'm more than willing to take some on board and show you the process of how I do things. But yeah, that is it from me today. I'll hopefully see you within a week, if not a little bit longer, because this has taken a bit over a week, just because it's so big and there's a lot to it, but it's definitely worth it. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.